the former two-time champion, John Ruiz.
I want to go out there and make a real big statement with this fight. I want people to tune in to see, what the heavyweight champion deals with John Ruiz like. I want to go out there and really pummel him.
Not too many guys can say they're a heavyweight champion. Not too many guys can say two-time heavyweight champion. Here I am going for my third time.
Hay executed the perfect plan to wrench the crown from huge Russian Nikolai Valuev. But now our former world cruiserweight champion must prove he's a real heavyweight star against the seasoned, solid, well-regarded Ruiz. This is a vital homecoming for our new sporting hero, and a packed MEN arena will be glued to the battle.
It's going to be electric, I know it's going to be, and people are going to get a great night's worth of entertainment.
Ruiz has shared a ring with many greats. He split a trilogy with Evander Holyfield and has beaten decent fighters like Hasim Rahman and Andrew Galotta. Only two men have totally dominated Ruiz. David Tua blew him away in just 19 seconds, but that was a lifetime ago. And then Roy Jones brilliantly outboxed him with speed.
Not too many guys who get off the ground and pick themselves up and become heavyweight champions. So, I managed to do that, and I feel honestly blessed.
Will Hay elect for a mixture of skills and power? But what if the going gets tough, as it does in virtually every Ruiz fight?
I've got to go out there and do what I do best, and that's land crisp, hard punches from the start.
So much is out there for Hay, with the mega matches against brothers Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko looming on the horizon. An emphatic display against John Ruiz will be a real Easter treat for British fans, but David Hay might have to take big risks to make a big statement.
I feel so good in this fight that I know that I'm going to come out a winner.
I have to produce the goods. This pressure, but I thrive under pressure.
There is real pressure, Glenn, isn't there?
Oh, it's a massive fight, his biggest fight to date. He's really going to try and prove that he deserves to be there, that he's got credit for his win. And, it's a tough challenge.
How tough a challenge is it going to be for David Hay?
John Ruiz brings experience, he brings durability and real boxing ability. He does nothing spectacular, but he does everything he does very well and very professionally. And he's...
The occasion will be coming on Hay now, won't it? He'll hear the crowd. He'll be in his dressing room, be in his ear right now.
It's a bit like a duck on water, really. His legs are, he's feeling it. He looks calm, but he's not. He's really feeling the pressure now, I'm sure.
How different a fight is this going to be to the Nikolai Valuev, the David and Goliath fight, Johnny?
Tactics are going to be totally different. Remember, everybody took the same tactics against Valuev, tried to take it to him, tried to outbeat him, tried to outbox him. Valuev beat them all. David Hay used brain as well as brawn, got in, got out, used fitness, used physique, and used speed. And that's what is a problem for Ruiz, and that's what will be a problem for any opponent that fights David Hay on form, and he's on form.
Patience was a key in this fight. I mean, he really just waited his chance, pickpocketed the decision here, knew when he had to fight and when he had to move, and did it to perfection. And I'm sure his tactics are going to be very different for this.
He needs a plan B though, doesn't he? He says he's going to come out all guns blazing, but he needs to do something else as well.
I don't think that's a plan B. He said before, his plan A is what he's going to work on. His plan A is to take the fight to him, to use his speed, but in an aggressive way, and try and get the big punches on as quick as he can, and take Ruiz by surprise.
I don't think he'll come up blasting, Johnny. I think he'll box the first few rounds. I think he'll look to land a good few hard blows. But
this man will not be phased.
I had a quick word with Adam Booth when he came in. I know we were surprised at Ruiz's words of saying Hay's a runner. That's the worst thing they could think if that's all they've looked at his performance against Valuev. This man here has boxed from Mississippi to New York, from Germany to Mexico. He knows the score. He knows what he has to do.
Glenn, the shirt has finally come off. What do you see there?
He looks trim, he looks in good shape. They've obviously done the work. The benefits are obvious. If he can win this, he's a three-time world champion. He goes down in history. It's fantastic. Everything's there to fight for. You're going to hope he's going to go there and give it his best.
Will he be looking for the off switch on that man's chin, David Hay's chin?
Well, I'm sure he'll test it. Of course he will. He's got to hit his opponent and hit him hard to deter David Hay. But he won't have faced anybody with such speed as David Hay, that's for sure.
The hand could be a problem.
The hand, but if you're a big hitter, yes, the hand can be a problem. But if Ruiz takes it to David Haye, he'll walk straight onto the big shots that David Haye has. He's not the lightest heavyweight puncher.
They're singing his name, 20,000 of them here at a packed MEN in Manchester. The WBA World Heavyweight title fight, David Haye against John Ruiz, is on the way next. What a day of sport it's been here in Manchester. Manchester United, Chelsea by day, boxing history by night. The first heavyweight world title fight on British soil for 10 years is moments away. Our MC is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for, the heavyweight championship of the world. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, introducing the challenger and #1 contender from the United States, John Ruiz.
Well, Chelsea already big winners in Manchester today. Can the man from Chelsea, Massachusetts, make it a second away win in the day's second heavyweight confrontation? John Ruiz tonight bidding to become WBA heavyweight champion for a third time, and in that respect he would be matching the likes of Muhammad Ali and Evander Holyfield in boxing history. Ruiz, an old-school hard man who's been around the top for 10 years now. He's won, lost and drawn in a trilogy with Evander Holyfield. He had Holyfield on the floor, amiable and dignified out of the ring, but in it, horrible to fight, very resilient, and knows how to score big wins in heavyweight title fights.
Yeah, but Ruiz, he's never been exceptional in any one department of the game. He's had to work hard to learn his trade, and he spent 18 years doing that. No glaring weaknesses in his style. He's not the quickest in the world, he's not the biggest puncher. But he's an all-round fighter, and he's hard as nails. He knows this is going to be his last chance. He's already a two-time champion. This would be a dream come true, and we know they call him the quiet man, but he'll be giving it everything tonight.
He likes to run to the ring, John Ruiz. He's 38 now, but he says he feels 28. And for his last couple of fights, maybe significantly, he's been weighing a lot less under new trainer Miguel Diaz, looking to shed the old ugly style that sometimes didn't win him too many popularity contests. He's been made very welcome in Manchester this week, but Haye is planning to end that warm welcome right here tonight, and maybe David Haye too, is a bit of a master of psychology. It's emerging, he's going to keep him waiting here. Champions right,
Yeah, well, if you're champion, you want to behave like a champion, keep them waiting, and they're just building the tension. A tremendous atmosphere we have here tonight. This is going to be a fabulous night in British boxing.
Just gives the impression all the time, doesn't he, David Hay, that he loves this business at the moment. Nerveless, fearless, and just longing for the opportunity to strut his stuff in front of his home fans, having won the title away from home. But it's a big job tonight, and I think some people have maybe underestimated how big a job it could possibly turn into.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the defending world champion from London, David Hay.
Well, there's a fevered atmosphere in here as this 20,000 crowd watches these pictures beamed around the arena of the Haymaker's power, which has travelled up with him by the looks of things from the cruiserweight division. He intends to make John Ruiz feel that power tonight, maybe early on in the fight. There's the big punch that had Nikolai Valuev, the big Russian giant, tottering in Nuremberg as Hay won the WBA crown on a famous night. That was a hit-and-run raid, really, on a man 7 stones heavier. Tonight, I think you'll see the return of a gunslinger. And still he keeps Ruiz waiting. Well, it's a spectacular ring entrance for David Hay. Is this the new charismatic star which world heavyweight boxing has been crying out for? The division's been stagnating, but Hay's good looking, he's articulate, he's charismatic, he's been doing the celebrity world, he's become an A-list celebrity himself. All that goes out the window if he messes this one up.
Yeah, but I've always admired the way that he puts himself on the line. He's a warrior. He makes big promises, then he has to deliver on those big promises. And I think tonight he will want to look sensational. He's called out both of the Klitschkos already, and that's the fights we have to think about down the line. But he wants to do a job on Ruiz because I think everybody accepts the fact that both of the Klitschkos would probably do a job on Ruiz. So if he wants to be in that bracket and convince us he has a realistic chance of beating those, then he has to do that similar job tonight. And I'm sure he's primed up to do that.
Well, he looks like he's sauntering out, doesn't he, to go around the shops to buy himself a pair of jeans. Not turning up for a world heavyweight title fight.
Yeah, he's just a showman. He loves every minute of this. I mean, look at the crowd. What a fantastic atmosphere we have here tonight.
And he's milking it for all it's worth. pretty important for British boxing that